Nestled amongst the laps of some of the highest Himalayan peaks of the world, Nepal is a popular destination for both the tourist and also those in search of spirituality. Hundreds and thousands of backpackers cram the narrow trekking routes that take them through lush green fields, small settlements of the locals, and to the bases of different mountains. To all of those in search of peace and calmness in their lives, Nepal just might be the last stop in their search. The gods living high up in the mountains are always looking after and taking care of the most religious and spiritual people of the world. Calm, content, and hardly ever in a hurry, to the Western eyes, it might seem the world has stopped and no one really seems to be worried. In Nepalese society, the connection between spirituality and religion is very strong. Nepal boasts countless temples filled with innumerable gods. The worshipping of nature is an integral part of the society. The belief that through superconsciousness, godliness or nirvana can be achieved is embedded in each and every mind. Moreover, for a simple Nepalese person, living one's life without lies and deceit is in itself a life that can be truly called a spiritual life. Hundreds of festivals every year help bring families and society as a whole closer together. Festivals offer numerous opportunities for all to get closer to a higher being. It provides them with occasions to vent out their frustrations, share their good fortune with their loved ones, and even the courage to bring their deep and darkest fear to the light in front of their near and dear ones, which ultimately helps them to find an inner peace and in the process achieve a fulfilled life. It's doubly comforting to know that your wish and your dreams are always shared with your gods, and that a higher being is always there to heal you and to take care of you. Sadly, just like anywhere else in the world, Nepal has also been negatively affected by the changes that have occurred in the world. The degradation of the environment, loss in the quality of food, stress and tensions due to work, and the use of pesticides have all taken their toll on the people's lives. It has created disharmony in the lives of the people. Both the Westerners as well as Nepalese are negatively affected by disharmony.
My name is Jolene. I am Swiss citizen from Geneva.
Je suis suisse de Genève.
I was working as an administrative worker in an office in my country. I would spend more than 8 hours every day sitting in front of my computer. It has been more than a year since I left my job. Those 3 years I spent working at that office, I always felt unfulfilled and I was completely lost. I was not able to find any meaning to the life I was living. My life was meaningless. Finally, I decided to change things in my life, and as a result, I came into conclusion to leave Switzerland altogether. I would spend the week working, and the weekends were filled with drinking and partying, which eventually turned inadequate and disappointing. The trip to anywhere was a kind of a way out for me.
Donc voilà, ce besoin fort de changement, de me retrouver. Et le voyage a été pour moi...
After 9 months of traveling, I am now here in Nepal, and during this trip I got a chance to get introduced to meditation.
J'ai terminé avec le Népal. Et là, j'ai eu mes premiers pas dans la méditation.
At first I got acquainted with Osho, which led me to attend a 10-day Vipassana meditation course. The completion of this course made me realize the good things it was bringing into my life.
Je sentais c'était quelque chose qui allait pouvoir m'apporter beaucoup, mais...
Yet I found the 2 hours of meditation it requires every day quite demanding.
2 heures de méditation par jour. Donc, voilà, je
I was filled with a wonderful experience, but found my thirst for discovery was always lingering close by.
Et toujours avec visiblement un problème, une gorge serrée.
I still had my problems of sore throat, and I could feel my spirit wandering to negative places.
D'endroits négatifs. Enfin, c'était pas encore ça. J'avais pas encore trouvé
More than that, the experience was not enough for me to hold my quest of discovery.
Donc voilà, je suis sortie de ce Vipassana et
coincidentally, I found an old roommate of mine from my country who was then living in Kathmandu. My friend was receiving treatments at Chaitanya Yeshri's Healing Center of Tibetan Bowl, and she swore that it truly helped her get transformed.
Et elle était transformée.
She insisted that I come and try this form of healing. I was quite a bit skeptical. I honestly couldn't see how such treatment could help me find what I've been searching. Out of my sheer curiosity, I was led to try.
The history of the singing bowl is mysterious. It is very difficult to know its exact origins. The most commonly accepted theory ascribes that the singing bowl was first used by the shamans of the Bon religion from Tibet over 4,000 years ago. Gautama Buddha, who lived around 2,500 years ago, in present-day Nepal, is also seen holding a healing bowl in one of his poses. It is believed in the beginning that the monks and others used it for preparing and serving food. It is also said that the Buddhist healers used it for preparing medicines from herbs found in the mountains. It is very difficult to pinpoint exactly when the singing bowls started to be used for vibrationally healing. But it is safe to say that the practice of using it commonly is quite recent. After the Westerners recognized its power of sound in helping and reducing physical as well as mental pains.
Namaste. मेरो नाम चैतन्य श्री हो. I'm the sound therapist as well as sound healer. I was born in a small village, Panauti, beautiful, special, holy and spiritual place. I was grown up especially with my grandfather. Although it was a very good opportunity to be in the family because whole of my family was really spiritual, everyone in the family. My grandfather was also a naturopathy healer who used to work with herbs, natural herbs, and I used to go with him into the forest and into the hills to find the herbs, different kind of herbs. So I was all the time having this beautiful guidance by my grandfather to work with the plants, with the nature, and learn this beautiful process of healing naturally. Although I was a young little child, but always willing to be as my grandfather, which was one of the beautiful inspirations when I see him all the time. I used to say myself that when I grow up, I'll be like my grandfather. Because everybody knew him and everybody respected him. He used to help everybody. When he is making the medicines, I used to sit in front of him and see and observe what he's doing every day. I was quite young and little, but I was more curiosity all the time. Whatever he is using, I used to feel, what is this meant for? And ask him all the time. Sometimes he gets irritated, but still I ask and ask and ask. And he had these bowls, little bowls, metallic bowls, which was specially, I like them because it creates a sound. And then I just go and disturb him, not only to know the herbs, but even to know the sound, because it was creating a beautiful sound. In each family, all the women, especially in the home, they goes to the temple for offering and for the prayer, for the good health of the family. So in our family, my mother used to go every Sunday in the temple, and he have offerings and the things and flowers. So I was always in front to go with her so that I can carry these things and go into the temple. The intention was not to carry, but the intention was go into the temple and play, especially with the bell, which I really like most, because there was a beautiful sound all the time when I go to the temple. The first things what I do was give the things to my mother and then straight away run into the bell and then play. And all the time it was a big bell, so I used to see the big bell. Where is the big bell? Go into the bell and then keep my head inside the bell and then play it. So it's like really big sound, and then feeling that sound, the vibration entering, making me very relaxed, peace, and making me to play more myself.
C'était une première expérience vraiment très forte.
For me, the first experience of healing was quite powerful.
Bien sûr,
Of course, I got my diagnosis,
voilà, j'ai eu le droit à un diagnostic, des lieux qui sont.
and then I wanted to be treated on my different chakras,
Et j'ai évidemment eu envie de continuer.
which were in need of either being reactivated or to be calmed down.
Sur les différents chakras qui avaient besoin d'être réactivés ou calmés. expérience unique et ouais, une envie d'y
The
revenir.
diagnosis found what was wrong with me. It was a totally unique personal experience to me. It is because of this experience I decided to come back to Nepal and continue my journey of exploring the singing bowls.
Une envie de retenter le voyage.
As I started getting treatments for each of my chakras, I realized the experience of each treatment was different. It was definitely quite unique. As my different chakras were connected to different qualities and different emotions in me, as well as different aspects of my life. Understanding this finally helped me reconnect with my true self. I could find myself better in sync with my emotions after that.
I have one of our students who is coming to me. She's Joylin. So we went to Pasupatinath with her to experience this. Because Pasupatinath is one of the beautiful place. It's a vibrated place. It's a very energized place where there is lots of things going on. Life and death, you can experience lively there. Pasupatinath is a funeral pyre where the dead bodies are burned. It means just to let you prove that we are nothing, just the energy. I come from the energy and I go back to the energy. So if you're aware about what you are and what you need to do in this life, then this is the right place for life-changing experience. Not to stay in greediness, not to stay in attachment, not to stay in all those expectations, but just to be letting it go. Just to flow with the energy, flow with the time, flow with yourself, so that you can realize and be beautiful beings in this earth. Which makes you feel that you are the part of this huge divinity.
The day we went to Pashupatinath, cold, miserable rain was falling. We visited the hospital and witnessed the suffering of people who have lost their loved ones. Seeing it so close was an eye-opener for me. More than that, it gave me a glimpse into the possibility of our progression and how we can bring light into even the darkest places of our lives. Also, the colorful Babas that were always smiling and sitting against the backdrop of quiet dark structures made my day fascinating. Chaitanya Yashri led me to a cave where a Baba was living. I found it quite intriguing. The scene in front of me was straight out of the legends I have heard in the past. I could see a person living in a cave and doing nothing. But, to my surprise, he was so accommodating. He welcomed us with open arms and let us pray and meditate inside the cave. The close atmosphere of the cave helped us really feel the power of sound in all its purity. This to me was the greatest experience I ever had with the power of sound.
Scientifically, our body consists of approximately 70% water, as well as the land where we live. Among the 5 elements of our body, water is the most responsive to sound. There are 3 forms of water: solid, liquid, and gas, corresponding to 3 forms of life in our human body: the physical life, the conscious life, and the spiritual life. The ritual performed at the Bagmati River, one of the most sacred rivers of Hinduism, was made to demonstrate the transfer of positive energy from water to land. When sound is applied to the water, water vibrates and all the positive energy is released into the river, which is then transported to all corners of the planet we live in. Similarly, the water in our body carries all the energy required to sustain our life and helps keep us healthy. Tibetan bowls will revitalize the water and increase its vibrationary rate, which will facilitate harmony of energy in our body.
When it comes to energy, what I find most amazing is its mysteriousness. We can't see it, we can't feel it, at least not for a common man. One either has to have a gift of birth or a good training and lots of practice to be able to feel the energy. By scanning the body, we can identify the areas that have excessive energy or the areas that lack energy or where the chakras are disrupted. Where does this energy come from? It actually comes from different sources. First of all, it comes from our ancestors, our forefathers, and our entire lineage, and of course, our parents. We can see that the energy reserves we all possess are different. For example, if you are the first of the family or the 10th one, we will have different energy reserves in our body. In Chinese medicine, it's called jing, a kind of battery located in between our kidneys. At times, because of various unsuitable lifestyle, our body will not get a clean energy, so we will tap into our jing. The jing is a guarantor of longevity of our life. Another source of energy comes from the food we consume as part of our daily diet. The way our body absorbs our food is different, as we cultivate in our garden, cook it with love, and consume it in a quiet place, as opposed to eat quickly in a fast food, like watching news on our mobile phone. Next source of our energy is the breathing we do. There is a technique in yoga known as pranayama, which allows you to work on your breathing. It's very easy to understand, and if you do it regularly, more oxygen will be absorbed, which improves the quality of the blood in our body. Another source of energy, and it's one that interests us most when we work on an energy plan, is the energy of the universe, the energy around us. We are lucky to be here in the Himalayas with these wonderful mountains and incredible energy that they generate. This energy in Chinese medicine is called qi. It is why we speak about Tai Chi, Qigong. In yoga, traditional Indian medicine or Ayurvedic medicine, it's called prana. And this qi, this prana, enter our energy field through the chakras. The word chakra comes from the Sanskrit, one of the oldest Indo-European language, and means wheel or whirlwind. We can assume that there is already 4,000 years that some people was able to see and feel the energy and knew that the energy entered in this particular energy point named chakras. In text related to chakra, we often find them talking about the 7 chakras, and the drawing also shows 7 different, but in truth, we have 12 major chakras, because we have the equivalent in the back, and we have also 21 minor chakras that are located nearby the feet, the hands, the elbows, the knee, and different other parts of our body. All these chakras will flow through energy circuits in our body are known as nadis. The nadis are equivalent of meridians, which we find in Chinese medicine. The text says we have 72,000 nadis, but we have 3 particular nadis located in the spine on this side, which are Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna, respectively. The nadis Sushumna is a link between all these chakras in our body, and it ensures that this incredible energy that surrounds us circulates properly inside us. Each chakra is linked to a note of music, linked to an element, earth, fire, water, air, and space, and is linked to different organs and glands. This main chakra will be found to the earth chakra nearby the perineum. The sacral chakra is located 3 fingers below the navel. We will have the solar plexus, which corresponds to the element fire, and of course, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, and the crown chakra. Each chakra is related to a psychological center and to an emotional center. With passing of time, according to our origin, to our education, our family, and the society we live in, we will upset our chakras. Depending on each chakra, we will have a different particular emotion or psychological aspect of our personality, which is linked to him. If we take some example, Chakra in the front of the person are more related to emotion. The hint chakra are more related to the will, and the upper chakra are related to the mind. Already by knowing that, on an energy checkup, it allows us to talk about that with the person, so she can move forward in their life. It's not only about the energy. We need also to have a deeper understanding of the emotional problem of this person. A chakra that I see most often disrupted in the people who consult me is the solar plexus. It is one which is actually more related to the emotion, and God knows that in our society we don't learn to express this emotion. We are more giving importance to hide them, and with passing time we will disturb this chakra.
Au travers des différents organes qui sont liés au chakra, on va voir des pathologies qui peuvent être liées
And according to the different chakra and organ linked to them, various pathological problems can arise in the body. The solar plexus is the one that's connected to the stomach, the spleen, the liver, and the gallbladder. All the diseases connected to this organ can arise depending on the person and to the level of disharmony. Another chakra that I find often disrupted is the throat chakra, the chakra of communication. We live in a world where communication is so important. We have everything to communicate, but to express our feeling with others is not always an easy task. We have forgotten how to talk calmly in a peaceful manner. It's especially true when we have to tell our friends, family members, or co-workers that something is wrong. As the time passes, we will agitate this chakra, and we are on the chakra connected to the thyroid gland. When we disrupt him, we can have serious problems connected to this gland. Another interesting example is the third eye chakra. It is the chakra of intuition. It is a chakra that we usually relate to some good feelings. It also gives us the vision of why we are here on Earth. I often had this case when this chakra is working very well. The person has a very clear vision and idea of what he actually wanted to do, and that result in numerous fruitful desires and wanted to do many things. The back of this chakra is the chakra that will allow us to implement those ideas. And if this chakra is disturbed, the person will have a lot of great ideas, but will not be able to implement them. By working on this chakra and by recirculating the energy properly, we can achieve pretty amazing results. Sometimes the healing can be confusing, especially when recirculating the energy, there can be physical reaction. It can be painful when passing somewhere over the body with the Tibetan balls, or you can also have a little nausea. Therefore, you have to be aware of it and realize that the energy is there, and by simply vibrating the Tibetan singing bowls, or just passing your hand over her body, or with other different techniques, it can have a strong physical reaction.
So when I'm working with the singing bowl, there is different ways to diagnose the people that what is the disbalance inside you with anyone. So for this process, we can have different options. One is itself a sound of singing bowl. The easy way of diagnosing the energy into the body is with the sound. The bowl, what you're using, when you are more used to with the bowl, when you are tuned with the bowl, when you have your own personal bowl, that is helping you easy to diagnose. Because I'm playing this bowl every day. That means I'm tuning myself, I'm magnetizing myself every day. So once I'm more magnetized, the energy inside me and the bowl is same. And I can have one cent of difference of energy, the difference of sound, because it's connected with me. So when you play this bowl for any person, for any chakra, then you can see the difference. Is it playing in the right way? The sound can easily guide you If there is any disbalanced sound, any tune of the sound is changed, if it is in a good way, that means it's good one. So if the ball of the sound is playing in a good way, the harmony way, that means the chakras are balanced. But in the same way, sometimes it's the same ball, but if the receiver, he or she have a disbalance in any chakra, the same ball will create different feeling when you play, because it's reflection. What is a healer? Healer means a person who is like a mirror reflecting the person who is receiving. The singing bowl is the vision now. You see the mirror, the singing bowl, the sound is visualizing you. So it helps you to feel that, is it the right sound now? And when you have this beautiful sound coming, it's balanced. If there is some disbalance, some disharmony coming in the bowl, then that means it is something wrong, something disbalanced. And there is even other techniques how I use is with the meditation. When I am doing healing for any people, I do myself to tune, to channelize myself with the energy, with the sound. And then I can feel when I pray for the divine, for me to be a channel for the person, then I'm neutral. When I'm totally, completely neutral, if there is no ego, if there is no thought that I am going to heal this person, if there is no feeling of that egoistic feeling coming into you, then it's natural. When you surrender to the divine that I'm a channel, then you can see the divine will guide you to sow and see the energy of the person. And it can come through light, it can come through colors, you can feel the aura.
Resham Tapamaga has been selling singing bowls for over a decade in Nepal. Most of his handmade singing bowls are imported from India. He sells mostly to the smaller sellers in the market, who then sell them to the final customers. One can see singing bowls being sold in every corner of Kathmandu, where tourists come in big numbers. With every passing year, he has seen a tremendous rise in the number of foreign customers coming into his shop to buy the singing bowls. Sometimes he gets orders from healers who want their singing bowls in sets according to different musical notations. He has also found some buying it just for the fun of it, while some buy just one bowl and use it as an accompanying sound for meditation.
Now that a lot of people are getting aware about the healing power of singing bowls, the business has gone up. The people have started knowing about the positive effects the sound has on their body, so more people are buying it.
Energy work is something functioning very well with fibromyalgia, characterized by widespread chronic pain in our body. It's a new disease that is linked to our present lifestyle, like junk food, stress, too many things to do at once, and it will disturb our energy field, and our aura will be completely reduced. The aura will normally be at approximately 1 meter and 20 centimeters of the body, and I will find it here. And by working on it, it will make the energy recirculate again, and we can have very good improvement of the health of the person. For my part, I learned different techniques of energy work, but what I especially like about the Tibetan singing bowls, and what immediately attracted me the most, was the idea of using an object which has thousands of years of history and came to our modern society to help us in different health issues of our modern society. So, as we work on vibration, the energy, as I said, flows through nadis, these energy circuits, and you have to imagine it like a river of energy flowing through your body. At the beginning, when you are a baby, everything runs smoothly, and there is no emotional blockage. But as the time goes by, just try imagine a pebble in the water creating vortices in the flowing rivers. This is the image you must have to understand the energy blockage which prevents the correct flow of energy. The vibration will help to untie these knots and ensure proper recirculation of energy. It's why I love working with the Tibetan bowls, as it can achieve astonishing results.
C'est pour ça que pour ma part, j'adore travailler avec les bowls tibétains parce qu'il y a vraiment des résultats intéressants.
Steffi is a nutrition scientist and a yoga teacher from Germany. Lately, she was in search of different healing techniques. After several visits to Nepal, she was impressed by its natural beauty, and she was also introduced to the healing power of the singing bowl.
learning to play the singing bowl is a very nice and calm and peaceful experience. It really touches their heart, and it goes deep inside and brings feelings up, brings peace and inner joy, harmony and everything. And the more you practice, the more you get. Yeah, that's the beauty. Before, there's curiosity, of course. You don't know what will happen and what will come up or don't come up or how it will be. In the middle of the healing, you just enjoy so much because the sound creates so much peace and freedom to release everything you have inside, and you can relax very well and just let it be, whatever comes. And after the healing, I feel very, very soft, very smooth, very calm and peaceful. And also sometimes there are things coming up, and you can work on them better if you understand it through the sound. The vibration is very strong. The vibration of the singing bowls I find a very intense physical feeling. And this is also very relaxing. For everybody it will be a nice experience, I'm sure. For everybody it will be a different experience, that's for sure. But that's such a gift to have this experience. And I think everybody can use it in his own way, for his own purpose, for his own life. And that's wonderful.
So people come to me with different problems, and as soon as they get this healing, they are physically changed, they are mindly peaceful, and they are spiritually connected with the divine flow, because all the chakras, once you feel that it's open, then it helps you to feel the constant change inside you. It's not only physical change, not only mindly change, but it changes the spiritual in a very higher, beyond the mind. That it makes you, sometime many people, many students have come to me, they have a life-changing experience with the singing bowl.
When we start working with Tibetan bowls, it spontaneously connects you with the nature. I wanted to be treated in natural surroundings. It was important for me to be one with nature. Therefore, I made a humble request to Chaitanya Shri to heal me in natural setting. As I walked through the woods, I felt oneness with the surrounding. Beside the sound of the Tibetan bowls, the natural sounds of the wind, the chirping of the birds, and the warmth of sun on my skin made me more aware of the nature that encompasses my life. I could feel myself opening to a higher level of awareness.
In a world taken over by change, in the name of progress, thousands of years of history come to us through the Tibetan singing bowls. These bowls can assist us in reconnecting to our past when the society is moving further and further from the ancient and traditional healing techniques. It is very important for us to reconnect with our nature. Numerous Westerners are also interested in these techniques, bringing wellness to both the personal and spiritual sphere. Each and every one of us will make the discovery of sounds in our own way and feel the vibration, as well as the reaction of our body that will bring happiness in our own life, where a beautiful harmony is hidden under the veil of disharmony. But certainly, no one can remain indifferent to the magic of Tibetan bowls.